Well, with Chris Reed, associate head coach and distance coach for the SPU Falcons, Chris and his team's getting ready for the NCAA D2 Pre-Nationals on Saturday morning down at Chambers Creek in University Place. Chris, this has been a 2-year process. Just kind of take us through a couple of things that have it's finally here.
It's finally here. It's a lot of work. I think anytime you host a big meet, especially on kind of a championship caliber course that we have, it's difficult and there's a lot of challenges. It's particularly challenging when the course is an hour from campus and you got to basically bring everything there. And so there's it's been a lot of time out there getting everything right, and still a lot more work ahead for us the next few days as far as getting that together. But we're really excited for the opportunity. This is our kind of first real opportunity to showcase what this course can be and what our staff is capable of presenting to these other teams.
And this is definitely going to be a national caliber meet. There's some top teams coming in for this one on Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I think looking at the numbers, we have every single GNAC team is going to be there, so it's a de facto conference preview. The West region, I think last I looked, was 8 of the top 10 teams in the men, and 8 of the top 10 teams ranked on the women's side will be there. And then nationally, I think we have 6 nationally ranked men's teams and 5 nationally ranked women's teams coming. So good meet for sure, and a great opportunity for our student athletes to showcase their abilities against some of the top teams in the region and in the country.
Okay. Talk about the course a little bit. It seems very fan-friendly. It's wide open, and it's got a lot of cross-country elements for the runners as well.
Yeah, it's a place we've been looking at for a long time. Chambers Creek has, in Pierce County, put a lot of effort into making it a destination. And for a while, the course was pretty close to what we thought we needed for a championship level course. There was one element they added a couple years ago, and the moment they added that element, we thought, okay, we need to make a bid. This is absolutely a championship caliber course. We can host NCAAs here. We can host big meets here. And so all that was left to do was, okay, let's figure out a course. And so we went down there and did a lot of work 2 summers ago and put together the bid. And we're very grateful that we won the festival bid. And so now we can host this. And it's primarily a grass course. There's a couple of path crossings is all. It's 100% spikeable, which is great for the student athletes.
Okay.
And really cool setting. I could try to describe it verbally, but it really the best way to experience it is to experience it. And so we're really hoping that we can get a lot of fans and supporters down there and experience what a breathtaking course it is right on the Puget Sound, sweeping views of the Sound, and it's just a really neat venue that we have the opportunity to host nationals on.
You mentioned they added a particular element that made you say, "Let's go for it." What was that element?
That was the starting line area. So I think we have a start that's a little over 400 meters, without 400 meters long, and a start line. We can stretch the start line up to 100 meters wide. And so when it comes to NCAA rulebook standards for course width and some of those elements, it basically, once we got the start line figured out, we thought, wow, this is more than just a small meet we can host. We can host big time stuff here, and it's a really cool. So really the start line was the big thing, and I think for a lot of people hoping to make bids for national meets, that's a lot of times the big snag. Like, do we have a start line that's big enough, wide enough, long enough, and all that kind of stuff. So we were able to find that.
Okay. And we may even have some cross-country style weather on Saturday. It's been a gorgeous October, obviously, but maybe a little wind, a little rain on Saturday morning is a possibility.
I've never seen a fall like this. I mean, I don't know the exact statistics, but it feels like it's been 3 months since it rained, and maybe that's true. But yeah, we're supposed to get a little bit of rain this weekend, which will be good for the smoke in the area, I think. And then, but I think it's time. It's weirdly enough, this is normally our conference weekend,
yes.
So it's. For us to go this long without rainfall in this area is pretty unique. So looking forward to bringing a little bit Northwest flair to this pre-national meet.
Okay. And talk about your teams. What are you looking for from your kids this weekend? A lot of them, this could be their first big meets of their career, obviously. A few others have been at this level, but what are you looking for from the Falcons?
Yeah, it's been a really nice training block for us. I think we have been really pleased with what we've been able to do in practice. We're honestly pretty healthy right now, which is a great sign for us at this point in the year. And I think the biggest thing is that for their self-belief and their confidence to match where their fitness is at. And we've been working on that a little bit the last few days, is just making sure that they, not just that they've gained fitness, but that they know they've gained fitness, and that they know that they belong with certain people and that they're capable of running with certain people. And if we're able to do that, we could really have a successful day on Saturday. So looking forward to the opportunity for them to run like the runners that I know they are, and for them to know that they know that of themselves too, that they know that the runners are capable of being.
Obviously, something like this is a lot of work, but there's some fun elements in it as well. What have been some of the fun parts for you getting ready for this meet?
Honestly, I've had a lot of fun with this whole thing. I think it's been a lot of work for sure, but I've really enjoyed it. It's been fun. It's been fun doing things like making maps and going to industrial supply stores and buying, however many dozens of cans of paint, and just like all the things that go into it. It's very life-giving to be able to take something that is purely conceptual 2 years ago, and then to piece it together through meetings and through actions and through tasks to get to a level where we can put together something that we're really proud of.
All right. Well, have fun this weekend, and good luck to the Falcons as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.